Basically, we are 150 years old, but it's still a startup. That means we have always to reinvent ourselves. We have always to go to innovation, and the only way which working really is to find the right product for the customer. That means product has to be meaningful, otherwise people are not interested, and it has to have value because these watches are normally pretty expensive, but expensive a level of money is not important as long as you have value in regard of this price point. So, and I would say bringing the brand is just to make the evolution, to make sure that our speech is a speech for the people of today, but the value is still the same since the beginning of the company. Basically the frequency it's important. We are the only one who are doing on a regular basis the high frequency, the 5 hertz. That means one impulsion every tenth of the seconds, which is very meaningful for chronography. We are not planning to do crazy stuff or in a limited series because, of course, it's always very difficult because you start to have a limit in terms of mechanical issue. But we definitely are working on a new movement every time, and not only we present at this Basel Fair an incredible fusée chain tourbillon, but we are working on a very nice new product. I hope it will be some for the next Basel Fair. Basically 150 years old, you've seen a lot of crises. But the time is quite difficult for two reasons. I think the confidence of the consumer is difficult to get because, of course, all what's happened today in terms of event, in terms of terrorist attack, geopolitically political situation. So it's a lot of confusing things for the consumer in general. And to be honest, in terms of watches, the people are always looking for good products. So it's the responsibility of the brand to have the proper answer and to please the consumer to say, okay, this is a great product, has a good value, has a good meaning. I can go for it. Of course, when you go high end, a lot of time, majority of people cannot afford. But I mean, at least they know that for the people who are buying that they get an incredible value. Ron would help us a lot. Ron is a watch lover and he loves Zenith. He has Zenith. He received a Zenith from his father when he was young. So we have a track record, and the Rolling Stones are very important for us because the Rolling Stones, the fan of the Rolling Stones is probably 75, but he has a son, he has a grandson, maybe a grandson, and all of them are going to the concert. So it's the kind of marketing we love because instead of dividing people, it's a kind of band which is really bringing people together because at the end what they want to have the people is to have the classic rock and roll, and the best band is the Rolling Stones, and it's not a question of if it's for young or old, and that's exactly Zenith because that's exactly what I call classic. Basically what we are communicating is universe, and the universe, of course, classic cars and everything are very important. But what is important is the manufacturer. And really for the people who are interested in movement, because of course you have people who are just interested in design and in the marketing image. But for people who love watches and love generally the movement, the only field they have to visit is the manufacturer. And I would really like to invite everyone interested to contact us because we are very open and ready to make people visiting the factory. Thank you very much, all of you, and bye bye. And I hope to see everyone in Le Loc.